Welcome brawlers, I hope you're ready to hang out today, or maybe should I say hang out? Because our commander is going to be Matoya Archon Elder. For 2 and a blue, we get a 1 for Legendary Human Warlock, with whenever you scry or surveil, draw a card. So, as you can probably tell, this is gonna be the most obnoxious mono blue control deck I could possibly think of. And the way it's gonna work is we're gonna have a bunch of good cards that become actually insane when we get an extra card draw out of them. So opt, scry 1, draw a card, becomes scry 1, draw 2 cards. And in the same vein, we have lands, our colorless lands. Whenever they enter, they either scry or surveil. And that means whenever we get a land drop, we draw a card. And because we also want to take advantage of our islands when we do that, not just the colorless lands, we are going to be playing snow-covered islands and Marit's Lage's Slumber. For 1 and a blue, it's a legendary snow enchantment. Whenever it or another snow permanent you control enters, scry 1. And with our commander, that means we draw a card. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 10 or more snow permanents, including the Slumber itself, sacrifice it. If you do, create Marit Lage, a legendary 2020 black avatar creature with indestructible and flying. So yeah, we essentially have getting 9 islands and this enchantment as a win con. We also have Nesahal Primate Tide, this spell can be countered, and whenever our opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. Hullbreaker Horror also can't be countered, and whenever we cast a spell, we can return a spell we don't control to its owner's hand, or return a non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And those, together with Prof's Eideric Memory, when it enters, we draw a card, and at the beginning of your turn, we put +1/+1 counters equal to the number of cards we have drawn this turn, -1. So all of these 3 cards are gonna be our main win cons. We also have a couple of planeswalkers, but we don't actually use them to win the game outright. We use them for card advantage. We have Jace Unraveler of Secrets and Jace the Mind Sculptor. We don't have fetch lands, but we can use the Scries and Surveils to send the cards we put down with Jace to the bottom or to the graveyard. Other than that, we're gonna be trying counter spells that have Surveil on them, or Surveil or Scry. We also have bound spells that have Surveil or Scry. That way, if we have our commander out, we're gonna be drawing cards out of them. And a couple of artifacts in Mazemind Tome, Treasure Map. They can scry and draw cards. And because sometimes our opponent is gonna be able to resolve some spells, we're gonna have Witness Protection, as well as unable to scream if we are gonna let them keep their permanents on board instead of bouncing them. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. And let's go draw some cards and annoy our opponents. We're gonna need someone ending. This is the one that deals damage, equal to the number of lands you control. Divided as you choose. Okay. And it has protection from black and white. But notably not blue. Cambio of bamboo groves, we pass. Nisa. Let's play our commander. No blocks. Uro. And they ram some more. Fortress Cultivator gets a basic land, and you can pay only double green if you have no lands in hand. Opponent gets Oracle of Matoya. Let's cry. It's hard to the bottom. We should witness protection Misa so we can use make a sound. Don't make a sound. Shush opponent. Oracle of Maldaya. And we already knew they didn't have a land because they played the cultivator before. Now we get to Agent of Refin and keep counterspell mana. Springheart Nantuko since it's neither. Since it's not a creature or planeswalker on the stack, we should exile it. And opponent shocks Agent of Refin. We play as search for Azcanta and pass. Because they played an Omen, Warning Tremor, their next Dragon spell costs 2 less to cast. Reverse Rebuke gets Mystical Dispute. Soft Bale. Draw. Consider. And draw 2. And yeah, our opponent should be conceding soon. Into the north. And they play House Melt. Painting Hope. And we're just gonna keep drawing cards, opponent. Aren't you ready to concede now, or what can we do? Maybe we need to find our Hullbreaker Horror so that they see a threat and they concede. Maybe another one of our Planeswalkers. Valakut Exploration. We're gonna dig through time. Mana Drain. Anticognition. Okay, maybe Marit Lage's Slumber is gonna do it for them. Because now every single land is gonna give us a card draw, and we get a Marit Lage token eventually. And if a 2020 flyer doesn't do it, I don't know what will. Opponent plays Uro, but there's no escape. Okay, that's enough. I think Marit like cinch it for us. Yeah, and yeah, that's why we play it, because with our snow-covered island and our commander on play, every single island is gonna give us a card. Good games, opponent. Sephiroth. So, more sacrifice. Inquisition, they're gonna take counterspell. Okay, we drew a tap land. Let's play it. Okay, let's ritual into Lord Skitter. Oh no, it's Sephiroth. Okay. Human. And do you play? Yeah. You play Lord Skitter, counter it, and now we get to keep your Sephiroth forever. And ever, or at least until you have enchantment removal, which black does have now, a couple. Serrated Scorpion, and Priest of Forgotten Gods. And we're gonna scry one. Okay. Heartless Act on Matoya. And we drain them from Sephiroth. Yes, the Mind Sculptor. Gonna 0. And then I'll set that down. In that order. Unfortunately for our opponent, they are stuck on 3 mana. And they won't be doing much at all. Let's brainstorm again. Okay, Hullbreaker Horror. And now we can... we could play the Horror, but let's wait until we have follow.
I have practiced against many foes like you. I have just the trick for this.
Treasure Cruise. Nah, let's pass. opponent has a swamp. And they go after Jace. Altar of Dementia.
Keep an open mind.
Okay, Whirlwind Denial. And we have enough mana to play our commander and keep a counter spell up. Opponent keeps hitting their lands, final. They go after Narset.
Such violence is upsetting.
Pass. So we're gonna use Rivendell to essentially draw a card. Okay, opponent has sacrifice outlets in response. Fatal push, alright. I mean, they still could fatal push if they wanted to. So now we don't get the scry. Oh, not bad. Well, we get the scry, but we don't get the draw out of it. Treasure Cruise. And opponent got seized. Okay. Game Sephiroth. Gretchen Ditch Willow. So opponent has Growth Spiral in the command zone. We want that land. We play our turn. Ooh, should have kept actually the mana up. So our opponent thought we had a counter for Gretchen. No, escape to the Grotto. And opponent has Sorority. So let's scry. Bottom. And we're gonna send it to the command zone. Okay. Yeah, let's not use the scribe. We're just gonna pass. Okay, let's draw a card. And draw one more card. Okay, unable to scream. And let's Mixed Village. And unable to scream on Gretchen. Yeah, they get one draw. One Ring. So we're gonna be patient. Our opponent might have a win con in their hand, but as soon as we let them play it, we might as well lose the game. That's me. Okay, they draw 3. And they draw again with the One Ring. Yeah, that's why it didn't matter if we countered Silver Scrutiny, because they have the One Ring, so. They're alright as far as card draw. They won't have any issues. All that matters is using their mana wisely so that they can resolve their threats. And they're gonna get an elemental from this. Or enough. Planar Genesis. Just a regular Simic turn. Okay, they discard lands and lands and lands. They draw again. The One Ring has 3 board encounters. Tireless Provisioner. And Lotus Cobra. So yeah. They don't have any mana issues, but I think we can wait until we can trade the Hermit for a Provisioner. Or maybe even Lotus Cobra. Maybe they want Reclamation Sage from Nissa's trigger. Oh, okay, they don't have any more hits with Nissa. I think they revealed their entire deck. Cyclonic Rift. Chord of Calling X2. For Snapcaster Mage. We're gonna tail send the trigger. Open and spell pierces. Pay. They draw with the One Ring. Spell Snare, okay. So the Cyclonic Rift. Unable to scream now? Or Temporal Manipulation. I mean, you knew we had the counter face up. Okay. What should we do now? Okay, let's Cosmetic Gretchen. Reverse Rebuke. Back to the command zone. Your end step, dig through time. Confounding Rhythm. Let's disturb the Hermit and pass. One ring draws, goes to 5 horde encounters. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's enough. They're gonna be getting all the mana and copying all the cobras now. So yeah, let's continue right here. Good game. Against Obsidian Cons Council. So maybe if we get... Oh, actually we have Tishana's Diet Binder, so we can make it so that their commander stays in exile forever. And you have to do it in response to the enter trigger, not the exile one. Argos, Bloodfast. Okay. Bottom, and draw. Palantír. It's Palantír. We get Surveil 2. We get the second card in this case. No matter what. Both to the bottom. Opponent mills. Nyla. And they get Felia. Per medallion. Okay, they're gonna be resetting Palantír over and over. Okay, that wasn't. You should have played your failure right there upon it, because now we get to counter. She's gone. And wash away. Okay. They keep throwing with the Bloodfast. And since we don't have any creatures, they're gonna be able to do it until they're at 5 or less. Okay, so they get Obsedat. And it goes away, okay. That's what we wanted. Now, I think we need to Mentor's Guidance. See if we get a land. And we do. They tapped. Bottom. Take 4 and 6. Now we respond to the Obsedat trigger with the Shanna's Tidebinder. Obsedat is gonna be in exile forever now. Even if they kill the Tidebinder. Yeah, cut down. It's okay. Because the Tidebinder counters the actual trigger, not. And the permanent loses all abilities, that's only if the permanent is on board. Now we should Jace the Mind Sculptor. Draw 3, put the black on top. Okay. Let's see if we can get lethal from our Palantír. No. Maybe. No, it's 8. So let's put those back on there. And do the Palantír thing. Okay, they let us draw. And they go to 11. Stoneforge Mystic. And Azcanta. Their command is on Spirit, and this is a core. Artificer, okay. They draw and draw. Kaya, okay, that's gonna give them some life.
I'll phase through anything that stands in my way.
They need to exile creatures though. We have a couple. They have one, so they can do it 3 times.
Pack your bags and hit the road.
Sword of Ice and Fire. Oof. That's good against us. Let's draw 3. Commandeer. Let's send Witness Protection all the way down. Please search for Azcanta. Treasure Cruise. Okay. They're gonna get rid of our second creature, so Cruise would have been better earlier. But it's okay now too.
I'm sorry, was that dear to you?
If our opponent has another Planeswalker, we can commandeer it. Probably exiling this too. Bloodfast. Bloodfast. More bloodfasting. We send the land to the yard. Transform. Treasure Cruise. Actually, let's... yeah. Let's... Brimstone first. And we're not gonna Treasure Cruise, we're just gonna pass. Okay. Opponent sacks their Mind Stone. And I think we have the game. I don't know what could they have in order to come back from this. But yeah, since we left their commander perpetually in exile, they have their work cut off for them. Field of Ruin on Azcanta. Mm-hmm.
You want
The
something
exile
banished?
graveyard.
Funny, that's what I do.
Another sword. And I think we have Marit Lage. Well, we have Marit Lage, some Slumber, but we're gonna transform it immediately. At the beginning of your okay, so not immediately, but in one turn. Human. And let's play Yes, Unraveler. Maybe we should also start closing other GAs, since we are not having card advantage issues. Okay, the ultimate Kaya.
Go unpunished.
I mean, opponent is really patient and I don't think they can win, so. What's going to happen? When are you going to concede opponent? Kindred Denial. Yeah, sorry. They play Cleansing Nova and we Kindred Denial. But we don't have any more. Any more 5-cost spells. Only. Okay, that's enough for our opponent. Oh, and we took. They considered on their turn, but we still got the Marriage List token. Okay, nice. Good games. Yeah, that what is the Fankeeper? My old nemesis. Should we? We shouldn't. Okay, we have a couple of bounces for Cotis. Also, since we are gonna have a lot of counter spells, maybe Cotis is not gonna hit. Well, they're not gonna. They're not gonna be happy when they hit us. And I just chuckle because our opponent's name is Kefka, but they are not playing him. That is illegal. And we have a counter spell. Okay, maybe they have Delighted Halfling, maybe Cavernous Souls, so we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves. They play Sidecut Go, we play Mazemind Tome. Go becomes a 3/3. Lumbering Wolf Waggle. They're gonna be ramping big time. So if they play a spell, we're gonna bounce both of their permanents here. Okay, warrior. So with their cavern, Cotices. Gonna hit Dark Ritual. But for what? Okay, your commander. And then Glarb. Probably should counter Glarb. One in Cruise. Oracle. Yeah. Let's try. Okay. So now we have to play our land before our commander. Prof's memory. Okay, your opponent is gonna double trigger, getting got this to a 4/3. They're gonna be on 7 lands, which we can track because of the World Wagon. Let's see that code is. Select for inspection. We get the memory. We also go from our Mazemind Tome. No blocks. Let's play the memory. Wash away is not what we wanted to see. Speaking of sea, Omen of the Sea. Let's throw some blues, create some more. Land. And the Omen of the Sea. Okay. We send King Retinal to the bottom and we have Subtlety for Cotis. Right. Memory is gonna give us unlimited hand size. Nice. Oracle of Moldaya. Yeah, why not? After all, why shouldn't we counter it? And now, because we have a Spark Double, our opponent is gonna be facing some serious power. They keep the Oracle on top, but they're gonna shuffle it with the World Wagon. Should we be blocking this? Oh, they're gonna put a counter on it. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Arc double on Matoya. Hidden Grotto. I walked up this. Great. Fading Hope. And let's pass here. We'll put the counters on the copy. Nice. Double nice. Okay. Opponent is gonna play Cotis. Or maybe another warrior. No, it's Cotis. Again. And because this is non-legendary, we can copy it yet again with 3 steps ahead. World Wagon. Guess what? Mana value 3 or less, so we draw 2 cards with Fading Hope. Oh, you have something? Protection. Swan Song. Okay, so we're gonna jump with the bird. Now we start with some scry. Alright, I should have done the 3 steps ahead copy first. My bad. Surely is it worth it now? Let's send the side cop to witness protection. He's now a legitimate businessman. And we just pass and put 3 counters on you. This is gonna be an 11-5 forever since they cannot get. Okay, it can be 12. Right. Okay. Yeah, we should block with the commander here. Spark. Push away. And they're gonna fade out push. Okay, not bad opponent. Seems like they plan to make multiple Matoyases of for now at least. Bottom. And let's play treasure map. The opponent has Brokos. So we are gonna take some damage from their commander. And let's block the business person. Do you get opponent? Case. Mentor's guidance. I have to enable to scream your commander. Okay. Nice time. Palantír. Now we need to bounce.
I've got them all
Actually, what
figured
do we
out.
need to do? Because they have lethal also if they
I
replay
think
the
I know
culprit.
what to do.
Okay, that was it. And sleep out. Okay. We might have a chance yet. Oh, actually we don't. We need just one more. Okay. And opponent doesn't send lethal. Or okay, okay. Wait, alright. Nature's Claim gave us mana. Whew. Yeah, sorry, Nature's Claim gave us 4 more life, so we're not dead to the Brocos. And on top of that, opponent gets Cosmos Elixir and Hullbreaker Horror, which we can get back if we bounce with Jace. So overall, not a bad turn for us. And the game to life. So let's bounce the horror.
I am who I choose to be.
And replay the horror. Opponent attacks and attacks. Block and block. We're gonna put a stop here so we get the Cosmos Elixir back. Okay, opponent goes for a dismember. We're gonna counter it. Return Cosmos Elixir to its source hand. This has been a game if I've ever seen one. Our opponent has Shifting Woodland. And they get a Clark. They can play a land if they have it. Or a 4 mana. Or greatest spell. Commander to the command zone. And we play our Elixir. Return target non-land. Return your commander.
Think fast.
Memory. Consider it's a cheap spell for Hullbreaker Horror, so. Oh, we don't get it right away. Sort of want some future. Okay. We can always bounce the sword. We need to. Our opponent, Restless Courage. When they go to equip, we're gonna create a Hullbreaker Horror copy. Okay, they play Cotis, but it's the same way. Create a copy. Turn Tank spell. Maybe we should have drawn as well. Now let's.
I know
Yes.
who I am.
Gonna play Malevolent Hermit. Bounce. And sure, let's bounce. Omen of the Sea. And I think we should go on defensive. Okay. Yeah, opponent sees we're in control of the game now. Okay, good games. That's it for the games. And I gotta say, the ability from Matoya is really, really powerful. However, it's the kind of powerful that snowballs and not the kind of powerful that really wins the game outright. So whenever we get to cast her and keep her on board, we are gonna win, but it's gonna take us a really long time, and the games can turn into slugs. Now, hopefully, we can leverage our win cons, even Palantír of Orthanc, to deal some damage to our opponent. But yeah, it's usually really, really slow. So, but if that's what you enjoy and you wanna try it out, go ahead, have some fun. And if you wanna see a particular commander or a particular playstyle, a particular archetype, just let me know in the comments and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you. Bye bye.